Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips and Damo Camilleri. How are you, gentlemen?
Very cold. Very cold.
Super duper.
Fucking winter. Or well, no, hang on, we're not
It's
even
not
in
here.
winter yet.
Winter's not
Not
here
yet.
yet.
Ugh,
Not yet.
It's only gonna get worse.
Next week.
It's coming.
yeah. And hopefully
Next
it's not
Quicker
run us
than
to like
Game
the
of Thrones,
finale
that's
event.
for sure.
So it is Patched Updates time where we talk about all the games we've been playing over the course of the last month. Some of us have played lots, some of us have not. Some of us somewhere in the middle. That's a very vague comment to make. So Matto, kick us off. Talk about what you've been playing.
Right. I've been playing a bit of Astral Chains. And if we
I know.
had the
You've got-
conversation last time, I was close to finishing it.
Yep.
I finished it.
Oh, nice. I was like, are you now really close to finished? Okay, cool.
Oh,
Good.
it's completely finished. Oh, it's just so stupid after game task. It's just boring.
Oh, really?
I did like two of them. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
How long is that game in the end?
Oh, it depends how much you stuff around for. I think I did it
okay.
for 26, but I was going around
Yeah,
doing
righto.
doing all the side tasks,
Yep.
as we talked about last week. But I reckon you could
yes,
do it.
very,
You
very
could
timely
easily do it in
reference.
20. You can easily do it in 20 if you didn't do the side tasks.
Oh,
I'm
that's
doing
alright
the,
then.
the important research now on howlongtobeat.com. Nailed it.
Oh, that
20 and a half hours.
quality. 20 and a half.
Classic-
Well, 6 hours over.
Yeah, but like you said, you were doing other stuff, so that's fine.
Yeah, saving cats. That's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah, there's always that saving cats mission, hey?
Then after I finished that, I got on to Doom Eternal again, fighting bloody marauders and all that stuff.
You're just trying
And
to
then
touch on all the topics we've done over the last
Yeah,
month, right?
and then I finished that one as well.
What was the other
Rehash
thing that we
episode.
recorded?
Oh, I don't know. Did we ever record something else? I can't
Oh,
remember what
yeah,
the
and
other
then I
one
played on my Xbox all those third-party games, and then we
was.
go.
Oh yeah,
ticked
I
off
know
F.
the gameplay.
Yeah.
All
that's
that
a month
gameplay.
of patched in like 2 minutes. Nice.
Yeah, well then I finished Doom Eternal.
Good.
Yeah, it was okay. Not bad.
Not as
Not
good as
bad.
2016, though.
Not bad.
Oh. It's hard to say. It sort of just feels like the same game, except they just improved the weapons, which was a win.
You happy with the platforming, though?
Oh yeah, no, I've got
That's
no
fun.
problem with that.
Like all the platforming they added
Because
into it?
I think with Doom Eternal or Doom, I'll go back to Doom. The only gun I pretty much used was the super shotgun.
Yeah.
And in Doom Eternal, the gun I used the least was the super shotgun.
So you didn't use like the grapple and all that stuff?
Nah, that's for rookies.
That's
I'm
fair.
I'm a pro.
Do it without.
That I just used the old sword. No, not the sword.
The sword's cool.
Sword's cool.
All 5
Except
times you get to use
Not
it.
not against the marauders. Actually, no. The super shotgun came in handy with the marauders.
Yeah,
I found out
that's a good one.
that's its only use. I found.
Because it's better than the BFG in against those guys.
Yeah, they just still survive. Everyone else dies. They're still there. Like, why won't
How?
you die?
How? How did
I
you do
don't
that?
understand how this works.
It's called
Then
a big
after I
fucking gun
finished-
for a reason.
Yeah, clearly it's just a gun,
It's it's just a
just a big gun,
slightly larger than average gun.
It's a
So-
VTEC.
slightly big gun. So what's that?
Got it.
SBG
Gun!
or a shitty big
Jim
gun?
James isn't here. He doesn't understand the reference, but that's fine. Well, he's not here for the reference. Shame.
And
Most of
then
the listeners don't get what's going on either. That's okay. It's an in thing.
it's a what? I wasn't even
It's
listening.
anything.
Oh,
No, keep listening to your games. Oh, I'd be a dickhead.
all right. Then after I finished Doom, I got back onto Yakuza
Oh,
Kiwami.
yep.
Sort of played through that, punched some people up, and then I finished that one as well.
You're
Jesus.
really smashing it at the moment.
Yeah, there was a
You get
whole
good
list of
internet
just
connection.
unfinished games. I thought I've got to get through all these games, otherwise I'm just going to keep playing more games like Thief Simulator, as we talked about earlier. $3.
And it's probably
Deal.
worth all of $3.
Oh yeah,
Not even worth that.
totally worth the $3. I can't really judge a game that badly if it's $3. I can't. It's what you do. It's just pretty much what do you do? You steal stuff. Great. That's the
Okay.
task. And don't let people look at you suspiciously. Yeah, it took me like 20 minutes to figure out the controls. But
It's like
back
the
onto
concept of Assassin's
Yakuza.
Creed, but at least Assassin's Creed does it well. Mostly.
Yakuza.
Oh,
But
the
yes, talk
stealth.
about Yakuza.
I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, I know some people like it, some people don't. I didn't mind it. I may eventually get onto the other 6 games that there are with the whole Yakuza. Soon to be
Wow.
6.
Whoa, yeah, okay.
Well,
No,
you got 2,
we've got
3,
6, we've
4,
got
5,
0,
6, 0,
and there's 0,
and then
and then there's
7's
Like
coming.
a Dragon, yeah. Which is
So
coming at
there's
the
a
end of
lot.
the year. So you got plenty to play.
Ugh. Do I want to?
Well, if you
If I
like
get
it.
through all my other games, sure. Why
Nah,
not?
buy everything else.
Nah,
Just buy
I'm,
more.
Just got this
Consume.
little thing called The
Capitalism.
Last of Us
I'm
Part 2
buying.
that's
No,
a
I'm
few
buying
weeks away.
Peace Simulator. That's what I've been doing. Spending my hard-earned money. And then what else did I do? And Animal Crossing, or
Hey.
Oh.
or also known as Turnip Farmer.
Turnip. Yeah.
That's all people care about is turnips.
They make you
Little
money.
bastards. Well, yeah, that's if you go to another island, as I found out.
Turnip.exchange.
I've seen that. I've got to look onto that. I've got some turnips to sell.
Yeah, like there's some real assholes out there that are like, no, you don't come to my island unless and sell whatever however many turnips you've got, unless you give me an arm, a length, a leg, 15 different Nook Miles tickets, and maybe a kiss on the way out.
I'll
Like,
give
that's
you a
fucking
rock.
crazy.
That's as much as my bargaining's going.
There's
one
plenty
rock.
of people there that are just like, I'm opening up my island for X number of hours. I'm monitoring this thing for hours. If you could be nice and tip, that'd be great. But if you don't, no big deal. Those people are good. But the ones that are like, you don't come in unless you give me two bags of 99,000 bells. Like, just fuck off.
I'll give you a
Yeah.
bag of weeds.
Yeah.
That's
As,
what you
um,
deserve, you
I
scumbag.
saw a
And then I'm
tweet
just going
about
to
that
plant
today.
them all over your island.
Well,
Just gonna
What'd you see-
bury
what'd you see, Damo?
rocks.
there was a tweet about that today. There's 2 people in this community. Oh, sorry. There's 2 kinds of people in this community, and
Just
it was
2
like,
people.
it was
They're
like,
both here on
hey,
this
can
show.
can I buy these white lampposts off you? One person was like, yeah, 1 rare item out of your inventory. This 15k, yada yada yada.
And your
The other
first
person
child.
was, yeah, and the other person was just like, oh my god, you want to buy it? Yeah, for sure. Like, just leave whatever you can if you want. If not, doesn't matter. I'm like, what the fuck is this game? Pardon my French.
I've sworn like 15 fucking times. Don't worry about it. Just to make a point. No, there is a big difference between the different sorts of players out there. It can be kind of infuriating.
Mm.
And you see them both on the turnip exchange.
Yeah, I saw one person get robbed over the weekend too. Opened up their island, and anything that wasn't laid down was taken.
Oh, wow.
Like everything. Like they're like, wow, that's just terrible. Like went through all their chests, took out anything they could take, and then just
All
left
the cardboard
nothing but
boxes.
rock.
They can have my cardboard
I
boxes.
didn't
if
even
they
realize that was possible. I was pretty sure unless you're like best friends with the person, then I'm pretty sure you can't do it. But I guess I was wrong. But yeah, you get a lot of people though, like when you go to visit someone's island to like, I go on Turnip Exchange, I find someone who's got their turnips at a good price, I fly over to their island after having been in a queue for probably like an hour. I overcome the shitstorm that is Nintendo's online to get there.
And then
And
all
then
the people coming in, they have to show, hey, this guy's come to the island.
Oh,
I don't care.
Nintendo's the worst. But anyway, that's just their online for you. But then, like once you finally get on there, the person is, especially if they're kind of confident with this and they've done it a few times, they've basically created a dedicated pathway that leads you straight to the store. They've walled off everything so that you, just random Joe Schmo, can't do anything and get past it to sneak onto their island and do God knows what else, destroy their plants or whatever. Like they've created a pathway that just, even if they're in a really weird place and it's kind of at the furthest point, they'll just create a path the whole way there, block it off with big obstacles that you can't get past and forces you down that path, which it's sad that people need to do that. I get why, but it's sad that you need to do that. But yeah, Animal Crossing.
Fun times. Fun times for the family.
You gonna stick with it though?
Yeah, I'll still do it every day. Just dig a hole, sell some fruit.
Fill it with water.
I've got the whole creator thing now, so I could just go and destroy every bit of hill and just fill it up with water.
I don't even have that yet. I've got the most expensive. Like I've bought every upgrade for my house. I don't have that yet because I've put no time into making my island look good. It's all about my house.
Have you got that singer dog to come along yet?
Nope.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, KK Slider, whatever his name is. No, I haven't done that yet because I've really not cared about my island.
Me either. I just keep digging stuff up and just sell it.
Fucking, you're doing something that I'm not.
I think I finished that one too because the credits rolled, so I'll take it.
Yeah, that's done. That's done. As soon as KK Slider arrives, that's it. You're technically done.
And you can't skip the credits like every damn Nintendo game. I want to dig more holes.
15,000 people that worked on this game.
Hell
Thanks.
yeah.
No, good job, I say.
You will appreciate them, and you
I
will.
walked
I was
Because I went over to Angelica's Island and KK Slider was there, and I'm like, oh, hey, look, that guy, I'll talk to him. And they started rolling credits on me. I'm like, what the fuck? He's not even on my island. Like, I'm on someone else's island here. And so then
Did you
I had
sit
to
down
sit
and listen to one of his songs?
Yeah, and I didn't realise that meant that credits were going to roll on me.
Yeah, I found that out too.
Was it Ice Cubes? Today was a good day. KK Slider.
I don't think so.
Absolute banger. I should listen to it.
Oh, I'll have to catch up. Anything else, Matto, you've been playing?
No, it's the standard Apex, and that's it.
Standard Apex. Oh, doing better than me.
Sticking with it. You smoked it this month. Oh, I didn't play much, he says. He's just finished every game that's ever been released.
I come up with about 10 games I just play through and then just don't finish them.
Damo, over to you. What have you been playing?
Well, I played about 20 minutes of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu because I forgot how bad young kids are at Pokemon. My nephew was playing it and he's like, yeah, nah, I'm going to take on this guy. And it's like, oh, that's Giovanni. It's like, cool. And it's like,
just the final gym leader, don't worry about it, man.
Pokemon are level 30, Charlie. How did you get here? Like, how have you done this? Like, you're so weak. He avoids all the trainers so he doesn't actually take on anyone. Like,
I don't want to hurt the Pokemon.
Barely caught anything. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to teach you about grinding. And then, like, so the beautiful thing about Pokemon Let's Go is you just take out both Joy-Cons and you can double throw the ball to get a better combo bonus and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. And so, like, it took next to no time to get him up. And then, like, the other day, I'm like, oh, I wonder how he went. And so I jumped on it today, and I was like, oh, shit, man. Like, his Pokemon are, like, level 80 and stuff now. I'm like, hey. And he's got the best team. I sorted it out for him.
Oh, yeah. What's his party?
He's got his Blastoise. Yeah. He's got his Blastoise. He's got his Sandslash. He's got his Gengar. And then he put Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno in there because he's a child.
Oh, the old school Pokemon. Don't worry about those other 500. Stuff them.
I was like...
The original 150.
He just couldn't... He just doesn't want to think. And
no, you've got to go with the birds. The birds are jets.
Yeah, you don't need 3 flyers.
Yeah, of course you do.
Pidgeot. Man.
Who needs it? No, you just brute force your way through.
Can't even ride on Pidgeot. It's so upsetting.
You just brute your force your way through. Just get a Charizard level 100 and just smoke them. Doesn't matter. Oh, what type disadvantage? Who cares?
Catch a million Rattatas at the beginning of the game just to level up your Charizard.
Good times.
Brilliant. Yeah, you get like 40 shiny Rattatas here. Level 100 Charizard. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Slash. Awesome. And so, anything? What else? What else have I played? I did some more Arkham Knight, and I was like, oh, how do you do the fear takedowns? I was getting really mad. I couldn't do fear takedowns.
Probably with the car, like everything in that game.
Yeah, there's a lot of car stuff going on, but I actually don't mind the car combat.
No, that's all right.
It's pretty fun.
It's just it's actually quite good. There's just a lot of it.
It's good when you just jump out the car, just put the handbrake on, just jump out, go bang.
Yeah,
it is. Run them over, zap them.
Pretty awesome. But so my friend explained, like, if you drop a smoke pellet, not only do you look incredible, but you can get a fear takedown with a bunch of dudes off the word get go straight away.
Yep.
Oh. So it's like, handy. That's so cool, because it's like, you glide kick someone, you're like, wait, why can't I do the fear takedown? Like, I've just taken down it. Like, it was kind of like getting used to the combat again. Like, I I don't know, maybe if I had played it when it came out, I would have been a bit more used to it because Arkham City, like, everyone was playing Arkham City when Arkham Knight came out. Like, it was one of those games you just keep playing, but now there's been so many games. So I'm kind of really upset I didn't play it earlier, but it's good. It's good.
Were you
I don't know.
surprised by the giant plot twist?
I'm not up to the giant plot twist yet.
Or
Don't worry, it's
no,
not
no,
a
I'm
plot
not
twist at all,
surprised.
is you? Yeah.
the M. Night
Like,
Shyamalan
I-
of twists.
it's like you could call it from watching the trailers, and like, no, it's
Yeah.
a whole new character, and it's like, it better be.
No, we
You can tell me
created
it's a
someone
whole
called
new
the
character.
Arkham Knight. That's all right.
That's a little bit devastating. But then the passion was reignited with an old, glorious game,
Oh,
fully remade. It worth every dollar I spent on it, and will continue to be worth every dollar spent on it, including the tattoo that will come as soon as tattoo parlors are open.
you playing Link's Awakening?
Oh, it's just I forgot how incredible that game was. Like it's just the best Zelda.
But didn't
It
you
is
play it last
just
year?
the
You're just
best.
playing it again.
Oh, I
you
may
play it
have
last
played
year?
it last year. I think I played it, but I didn't
The remake?
beat it. I think I dawdled on it.
Yeah, okay, right. Now I'm with you.
And it was like, but it just, everything. I did all the side questing. I almost 100% of it. And then I was like, oh, let's just beat it for now and play something else. Otherwise, you're going to be here forever looking for seashells because there's a shitload more of them now. And heart pieces are always a bastard to go and get. And so, I'm doing things and I'm like, ooh, wait, this might be the first time ever because the Switch has its ability to turn it off and autosave. Thank you,
Ka-ching.
Switch. There was a couple of times I cheesed it, so I didn't die the entire time, so I could unlock the hidden ending, and it was totally worth it. Like,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
actually, I
play
did
it,
see you tweet out about it, I think.
yeah, if you play it on the Game Boy, Marin just becomes like the end of the game. Like it faces up to the end, and it's her sprite with wings, and she flies around and just goes away. And you're like, that's bizarre. Do it on the Game Boy Color, so Link's Awakening DX.
DX.
I think you hear the seagull, and you kind of see a seagull fly away, hinting at, her dream has come true. But of course, with the Switch, you've got the anime ending, and it looks beautiful. And then you watch her fly away, and a silhouette appears, and I'm just like, sorry, hashtag spoilers, but it's been out so long now that you can eat a bag
Yeah,
of
it's
cheap
nearly
chili
a
dogs.
30-year-old game, whatever. Just good deal.
And it's just like, oh my gosh, that is so goddamn cool. Like, I finally got it. Like, and I forgot how broken the red tunic is. Like, you choose obviously red or blue, defense or attack. And it's like, you get the attack, you upgrade your sword, and you pick up a piece of power from any of the enemies. And it's just like, oh, cool. Everything's dead. See you later. Like, the game becomes so much easier.
Drop mic, walk
It's
off.
cool. Great. Yeah, that's it. It's a lot of fun. I can't believe, like, one, it took me so long to get back onto it. I was so worried, but the art style is great. The gameplay is phenomenal. The dungeon building thing that I was like, I don't care about is actually a whole heap of fun. Like, yeah, so hats off to Nintendo. And if you want to remake any of the other older Zelda games, I'd really like to see Four Swords. That would be great in that art style. Any of those, like, Game Boy games brought to the
Butte
Switch
tracks.
remade. And...
Let's start with Minish Cap, because Minish Cap is amazing.
Don't know how
Minish
you
Cap,
draw it.
definitely.
Advance.
So, like, what? Minish Cap, Four Swords, Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Like, give me all of it. Like, it'd be so good. Like, I'll rebuy all those games if it's remade like that. You've got the engine sitting there now, Nintendo. Like, do you after Breath of the Wild 2, just be like, hey, we're releasing this.
Well,
Minish
they're
Cap,
not
all
they
Four
didn't even
Swords.
work on Link's Awakening. They
No.
farmed it off to Grezzo, who did the remakes of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for
Yeah,
the
that's
3DS. So the cool
absolutely
thing is
fine.
they can work on it independently at the same time. It's great.
Yeah. But you know how they say that they want to release like a Zelda game once a year, like a console to the handheld,
I'm
to the
with you.
console to the handheld. It's like, well, yeah, now you can just do like a big game and then, one of these games. Like, and if the big game is Minish Cap on the remake because, Breath of the Wild 3 is taking forever, who knows?
Yeah.
It's sitting in the woodwork. So get on that, and that's it. I think I played some more Untitled Goose Game, and that was cool. It's real cool.
You honk at people and ruin their day. It's pretty awesome.
Steal the cabbages now.
So on my end, I guess I'm just going to be continuing this giant Nintendo circle jerk that we've got going this episode. I've been playing, like Matto, Animal Crossing. Definitely been playing a bit of Animal Crossing with the old Turnip Simulator 2020. But I am starting to wane. I've had a couple days now, like it's been 2 or 3 days, and I've gone, oh shit, I haven't done anything in the game at all. Like I didn't do the stuff that I intended to do.
Weeds
I think
everywhere.
and thankfully, yeah, it's only 2 or 3 days, so it doesn't get crazy. But I do spot a few weeds, and I'm like, oh fuck, fossils and all that sort of shit. But and turnips. But yeah, like I skipped turnip week this week. Like
Your turnips have gone
blasphemy.
off.
So that stupid little pig can
Big
sit on
bamboo
and
shoots for
go
you.
without money. Yeah, fucking bamboo shoots. So look, I'm still enjoying the game, but yeah, I'm kind of starting to grow away. I think a little bit as other games come out and capture my interest, and other stuff, to review pops up as well. And this little thing that Damo we've been talking a little bit about over Twitter in the last few weeks, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I finally got to it. So we've ticked off another JRPG for the year. I finally got to it. I smashed it. It has now become the most played game on the Switch for me. Barring the thing that I'm currently playing that I can't go into huge details about, but Xenoblade Chronicles.
Next updates, you'll hear all about it.
I can talk a little bit about it now, and I think in a month's time, I don't know how much I'll have to say given The Last of Us will be out. But
Pokemon Sword and Shield become a rock show.
Oh yeah, it's a bit. And that
Because I was watching the play 2 plays of it, and there was just sounded like this whole rock stadium thing. Going, wow,
The
music
stadiums?
has really changed over the last
Yeah.
20 years since the last time I played Pokemon.
Mate,
It's just
Sun and Moon came out like 3 years ago. Since the last time you played Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 years.
So yeah, look, I mean, really enjoyed it. I think it was a bit harsh. Some of the criticisms. The max raid battles are amazing.
Wild area.
The wild area really cool as well. I hope that they stick with that for every future Pokemon game. That's a really cool aspect of the whole thing. There's other little weaknesses along the way. The characters, namely, are horrendous. I hate that cast of characters, all of them.
Gary?
Every single one of them. If only Gary was there, he would have made things 10 times better.
Or dipshit, as I called him in my old games.
Like Leon, the champion, he's a douchebag. What's his name? Your little rival guy? Damo, what's his name again?
Dennis.
Hop. Punch that
Hop.
guy right in the face.
Hop.
Hop on out of here, douchebag.
What a shit name.
Look,
Hop.
it's tough.
You
like,
got Curly
it's
Sue
really
there that has an identity crisis about to now I'm going to become the fairy type gym leader. It's the fucking
Yeah.
fairy type gym. Like that's the
Yeah.
pathetic
the
type of
biggest,
Pokemon.
best Pokemon trend ever.
pathetic type
Hop.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Jesus, Paul.
Good for
Poison is
nothing.
the pathetic type Pokemon.
Give me some poison types over those fairy douchebags any day of the week. Oh, that's going to get clipped out.
All the biggest weakness from Sun and Moon was no new evolution. Like that's always
That
been a
hurts.
thing.
That hurts.
It's just kind of like, oh, you could have given us well, I always said a ghost type, and then someone's like, oh, so you mean your Eevee dies? And I'm like, ooh, yeah, maybe a poison and a dragon. That'd be cool.
I mean, there's.
Poison,
I
steel.
love seeing the really
fighting.
there's some really cool mock-ups that fans have created. The fan created evolutions. They look pretty sweet. But
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. Like, if they could just do some of that. Look, can we just get Pokemon Yeah Nah? Have you guys seen Pokemon Yeah Nah on Twitter?
Yeah,
Yes.
nah.
The
Matt, have
Aussie
you seen it?
version.
I'll
No.
have to send you a link later. It's actually it's actually from a local developer. She's working on a game called Alluri. She's been at PAX the last couple of years. Little fox-looking thing. Actually, the game's stunning. But she's been making all this art for this Australian version of Pokemon Yeah and Pokemon
You
Nah.
need three. You need three in there. Yeah, but nah.
Well, that would be the third game that comes out eventually.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon Yellow version.
Yeah, but nah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
nah. Oh shit. So like, there's some amazing stuff that she's put together for like this mock-up for what, and apparently she's going to do like a full Pokedex. So keep your eyes out for that anyway.
There'll be a Goombag Pokemon.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Oh, for sure.
Or a
There's some
tin,
great
or
ones.
like
Listeners,
Signature
viewers.
attack is Goon of
Old.
Fortune.
So the goon bag's special thing is clothesline.
It doesn't. Yeah, it changes Darkest Lariat to Clothesline.
I'm trying to dig it out at the same time,
Beer bong.
but I can't seem to find them at the moment. But whatever, that's life. I'll dig it out some other time. Either way, look up Pokemon Yeah, Pokemon Nah on Twitter. You'll find it, and there's some amazing art and like some really detailed stuff there.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that. Finished the run to the champion. Got the rare dog afterwards. We'll go and play Shield and do the
Rare
same.
Dog.
Yeah, the
Legendary.
two
Legendaries were
Legendary, sorry.
dogs.
Dogs.
The ones that are on the cover art.
Okay.
One's got a sword hanging out of its mouth. The other one's head's
So
like
wait,
a
do you
shield.
have Sword or Shield?
I've got both.
Wait, that's
So
what they're
what'd you
called.
play?
I was playing sword.
Oh, so you got the better Legendary.
Yeah, and that's
that-
why I played sword, because I knew that the one with a sword's better than the one that has a shield for a
Right,
head.
so it's called sword.
Pokemon Sword. No. It's called
Zarakian or something. Zakarite.
Zamazenta, which is the shield one, and Zacian? Zacian? I don't know.
Oh,
Z
okay,
A C.
wow, they've really run out of names.
Yeah.
I choose
Go
you.
sword.
Sword.
Oh, I was
I
gonna
mean, there's
say,
a Pokemon
yes.
called Applin in there. That's an apple.
And Boulder.
Yeah. There's some pros and cons. Like we said before, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles thanks to Nintendo for sending me a code. That the review will be on the Play 2 website soon enough. Can't say when,
You're
but
my
soon enough.
favorite Nintendo.
And holy shit, that's a real long game. Obviously, it's a Wii game that came out basically a decade ago. Lots and lots of side quests in that thing. Lots and lots of side quests.
I'm actually looking forward to sitting down with it. Like, I could never pick
yeah.
it up on the DS for long enough. Because, it's just a DS. Like,
I mean, the original game was great. The 3DS
Oh,
version,
yeah.
awesome. And this has gotten a nice little visual overhaul. There's lots of things I can't address, so I won't kind of dive too deeply into that now before I get myself in trouble. From Nintendo.
No more Nintendo for
I'm
you.
not-
Nintendo comes for me.
I'm 90% sure, though, like, when I
Doug's
was on
going to
the
come
D-
through that door.
Yeah, totally. One thing that is cool is that, so like, if you buy the game, if you originally you played the game on the 3DS or the Wii, and you don't want to have to play through the original game again to get to this epilogue chapter they've added, which is like another 15-20 hour long thing, you can just boot it up straight from the main menu. You don't have to play through the full game to do it. It's not like Persona 5 Royal, for example, that came out last month or whatever, where to access the Royal part, the new parts, the extra semester and those sort of things, you have to play through the entire basically 100-hour long game and then access that stuff afterwards. You can just jump straight to this if you've already played the core game, which is, I think, a really smart idea, really user-friendly, and you're not being a dick. So well done, Nintendo, not a dick. Wrapping up the whole Nintendo circle jerking thing there, also been playing very, very briefly Trials of Mana on the PS4, mostly just so I could do a play 2 plays to help Steven out with his review, but that's up on the site, so go give that a look. I will get back to it because I love the Mana games, but been wrapped up with other stuff, and we spoke about it before we started the recording. The demo came out for Iron Man VR, and that's pretty cool to be Iron Man. Like to have the controller that was plugged in, but to have my PlayStation Move controllers in hand, and you kind of point it down and then tilt it back to kind of project yourself forward or backwards and tilt left and right and all that sort of stuff. It's really cool. I don't know, Matto, you clearly knew it had already gone up before the recording. I don't know if you actually watched it. You probably saw me crash into the walls quite a lot at the beginning.
Yeah, I saw a bit. I saw you fall to the ground for some reason. I think you lost power or overheated or something. I don't know.
Yeah, was that when I was kind of flying around over the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get the propulsion right and get myself up and down and and then adjusting, because it's, as much as you're using the move controls and they're really trying to lean into motion, they do need to add some degree of control because it's still confined by the tech of the PlayStation VR. So you're then using either the leftmost buttons, so like the square buttons, or the triangle buttons to like tilt the camera left and right, so you're still kind of moving that around as well as steering yourself a little bit. And for the longest time, I didn't twig onto that. Even though they gave me the instruction, I didn't twig onto that. So I was trying to like tilt myself weirdly and like do things in tiny little degrees. I'm like, this is not how Iron Man kind of does shit. He's awesome and spins on a dime. And once I finally...
He also has a living AI.
Well, yeah, there's that. But in the end, it was like, oh shit, right, there's buttons. So I mashed them a few times, and then I'm going toggle it, turn to where I need to go, and then boom, off I go. So it's more about just propelling yourself forward or back, and then using the buttons to steer yourself. Yeah, sorry. Propelling yourself forward and back, skiing just like Matto is there, and then using the buttons to actually steer yourself. So I really started getting the hang of that towards the end. You basically play the first chapter of the game where you, like, after that tutorial that you saw me butcher miserably, it put me into the first chapter there where you're sitting on the Stark plane. I don't know, whatever, who cares? He's plane. Shit starts to go wrong.
It's just called a plane.
It's called a plane.
Private jet.
Yeah, probably. I got a little bit too minced with our Batman conversation before with his Batmobile and his Bat this and his Bat that, and so it's a
Batwing.
But so yeah, that gets like basically shot down out of the sky. You got to save Pepper, and by that point, I started to find...
Paltrow?
No,
I was going to say we shouldn't save her.
By that time, I'd finally gotten the hang of everything and started to feel really good. So through the course of that 30-minute video, I've come away going, yeah, I'm really, really, really into Iron Man VR. So bring on July 3rd when it comes out.
You're going to buy a haptic feedback suit to go with it?
Ooh.
So you can feel everything?
Yeah, maybe. Actually, one of the things that did kind of, and this is the whole power of VR thing, as you've kind of thrown, as Tony Stark at the point, you're not in the actual suit, you've thrown yourself out of the plane and you're falling, and he's got like pieces and panels of the suit that are flying towards him, and you kind of put out your hands like this, and all of a sudden, the gauntlets kind of slide over them. But then as you're falling at one point, it's like, oh, the headpiece is arriving, and it just like falls out of the sky and it goes right against your face. And like I kind of like, jolted backwards significantly because it just flies in at your face at this massive rate. Like VR, it works. So yeah, it'll be cool to be Iron Man. But that's basically it for me. I think at this point I'm just kind of it's the calm before the last of a storm at this point. So you can look out for the Xenoblade review. That'll be out soon enough. Maybe the next few days. The game is out at the end of the week, so you can look out for that. Plenty to say about it, good, bad, or otherwise. I'm not going to specify anything. But yeah, then after that, I need to try and finish Final Fantasy VII, the remake, because I still haven't done that. And replay the original Last of Us. So that's kind of, I've got my plans until July 19. Yeah. What else are you guys going to be playing over the course of the next few weeks?
Batman, Damon X Machina. I was thinking about buying Medieval because I got it working on my Pi, so I think I'll buy the remake.
The original Medieval.
Yeah, I want to buy the remake though.
Oh yeah,
the original is not great.
I was going to say you probably don't need to go too much to that.
And then Conker's Bad Fur Day, things like that.
Good choice.
Play some classics that I never actually got a chance to play. So.
Matto, what are you going to start and finish this month? Because now you've finished every game that's existed ever.
Try and get back onto the shitty Witcher.
Oh,
which I got to bring up when I was watching your little Dash podcast last week. You did reference Breath of the Wild.
And I called it Shitty Witcher, didn't I?
I called it Shitty Witcher, and I think it just sort of is burnt into your brain because you kept saying it, you think, oh God, what am I doing?
I was mixing my shows up, and I was like, oh, hang on, I need to call it Breath of the Wild here. No, Shitty Witcher.
Shitty Witcher. Just kept coming out. It's just
Shitty Witcher. Went too far, 2016. I still love that image so much.
Worst hoax ever.
You could see Dash sitting there going, what the fuck's he doing?
Like,
can you just...
What's this Shitty Witcher he's talking about?
And I did explain it at one point, but I kept falling into the trap. And like, Paul,
yeah,
get over
you
the
said it at the start pretty much like, on patch we call this game Shitty Witcher. And I thought, brilliant. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Then I'll play some trying to get back into Monster Hunter World.
Nice.
Oh,
Played that
yeah.
for a while.
Yeah,
Kill
nice,
some
yeah,
monsters.
Right.
And some GTA 5 on the PC because it was, hey Kirby, free.
on Epic Game Store.
Yeah, and I found my new favorite feature in it as well, which I never
yeah.
knew about.
Flipping people off.
I never knew that. I was just there pressing the A button, and it was just there. Lamar was there. I was like, I'll just press the A button, and Frank was doing that. Like, going, what? I was like, it's been out for what, 5 years? 6
yeah,
years?
but the
Never
the
knew
first
about it.
person-
No, the
oh,
first
yes.
person mode was 6 years.
yeah, what 2013?
2014.
Yeah, right. Holy
I've
shit.
noticed about it now. I'm
The game
so
that keeps on
disappointed
giving.
in myself. I was so disappointed. They only found out this now. It's only in cars though. That's the worst part.
That's alright though.
Yeah.
Flip someone off and
'Cause
drive
I
off.
tried to aim. I tried to do the aim thing there, and I started put up the fists, having a fight with someone. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want that at all.
Well, on that note, we'll wrap things up there. Plenty of games for us to be playing, and Matto will probably finish like whatever games you haven't finished. You'll finish them all next month, so that'll be impressive.
Oh
Look
no,
forward to hearing
definitely
that.
not Shitty Witcher. That's maybe Thief Simulator. That
Almost
might be
unfinishable.
I keep thinking you're saying Feet Simulator. Like,
Feet.
just-
Oh, that's it.
Like-
I have to look
like-
that one up too.
Or Foot Simulator.
like
Feet
I am
Simulator.
feet, I am foot.
Toe Simulator. I'm...
Yeah, on that note, we'll wrap things up. So if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Everything's down the bottom there. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live. And if you're on podcast services, 5-star review because it helps with exposure and this show deserves 5 stars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Visit the website player2.net.au where you find reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. Lower tiers, early access. Higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. And myself and Mr. Matt Hewson do need to work on that little weekly news bites sort of show that we're going to do is for patrons, so maybe you consider that as well. Twitter, Damo,
The Tacos Talks.
Matto,
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for me. The website is player2au, and we're still most people are in isolation except Damo and I. We're suckers and have to go back to work. So, well, those of you at home, oh yeah, sorry, that's right, you never left.
Hey, I never left.
So all of you smartasses that are still sitting at home and keeping safe, enjoy your pricks
Cook
and
some
play
real
games.
food.
Oh,
You
mirror Damo
blood
here.
use.
Make me some sourdough, you bastards.